What's going on, everyone? My name is Cynic, and the newest patch or update for Infinite Warfare just went live earlier today. And not only did we get 2 brand new weapons added to Infinite Warfare, but a whole lot of things have been fixed inside of this game. I'm gonna try to cover every single thing, but the update was so huge and fixed everything across multiplayer and zombies that I'll leave the entire patch notes down in the description in case you guys want to check everything out. So first off, I'm gonna start off on everything that's new. Of course, we got 2 brand new weapons added to Infinite Warfare. One being the Atlas fully automatic ballistic light machine gun, which you see me playing with right here. It also for some reason has a noob tube at the bottom, but instead of firing an explosive, it for some reason fires a smoke screen, which doesn't even work inside of zombies. We also got the Raijin, I hope I said that correctly, EMX, which is a 3-round ballistic SMG, and much like the Atlas, for some reason it has a noob tube connected to the bottom, but instead of an explosive, it fires an EMP blast, which is supposed to explode on impact, but again, it doesn't seem to really work inside of zombies. I'm also hearing reports that the epics, which improve upon both weapons' noob tubes, do not work inside of zombies, which honestly isn't that much of a surprise because every time we get new weapons added to Infinite Warfare, they never work right in one way or another, so I was bound to expect something. With that being said, the Atlas and the Raijin are amazing weapons. I mean, what can I say? The only downside that I've seen with the Atlas so far is it's got a ton of recoil and not enough ammunition. Ammunition is definitely a problem, but it is definitely a strong machine gun. Probably my favorite DLC weapon out of all of them. The Raijin, on the other hand, again, a very strong SMG. It's just the ammunition for some reason. We'll get more into talking about these weapons in just a second. What else I want to address are some weapon adjustments that Infinity Ward made, particularly with the G-Rail and the Stallion 44. So they made a couple adjustments for the G-Rail base and Vortex, which are common variants. They extended damage ranges of these 2 variants, making the base fire mode and charges shot more effective at long range. The G-Rail Helix in its damage ranges, that way it's a little more competitive at close range if you're more accurate. As far as the Stallion 44 goes, the fire rate has been slightly decreased whenever you're playing with this pistol akimbo style. They also adjusted something for the Stallion Peacekeeper, which is basically fixing aim assist range to help with longer distance shooting. So if you guys were having trouble at long range killing with the Peacekeeper, you're now gonna have a little bit more of aim assist to help you out. And for those of you that love the Proteus Ice variant, the Glacial passive now has a slightly stronger effect. I don't know if that means that affects more for a longer duration or just purely duration. I don't have this variant myself, but let me know exactly what that does, because I'm genuinely curious. Now, I can't prove any of these things. I'm going purely off patch notes. I don't have the Peacekeeper, I don't have the Fusillade to know if there's any improvements with those epics, but please let me know if you guys have those epic variants. That's basically the gist as far as weapons goes. Inside of zombies, in Challenge Shuffle, there was a fix for an extreme graphical error that would occur whenever fighting the Rat King, and also some miscellaneous performance and bug fixes. Not too sure, I didn't experience any type of graphical error inside of the final boss fight of Challenge Shuffle, but apparently some people were. It should be fixed now if you guys were suffering whatever problem that was. Now, one final thing before we get back into the weapons themselves, I didn't really cover this all that much, but this past week over on Twitter, Lee Russ, which is of course the head director of Infinite Warfare Zombies, held a poll over on Twitter for which 2 Fate and Fortune cards fans would love to see come in DLC 4. Of course, the options were limited to 2 cards, which were Packing Heat and Skull Hacker. Packing Heat gave you a random double upgraded weapon, while Skull Hacker activates the Ghost and Skull machine for the player. Well, that poll officially ended today, or I believe it might have been yesterday, and it looks like Skull Hacker is going to be the next Fortune card coming with DLC 4. This has not been added into the game quite yet, but I do suspect it will be added into the game very soon. Along with that, Lee Ross was actually so kind enough to basically elaborate a little bit more on how this Fortune card works. It's not a free perkaholic, it basically just opens the Ghost and Skull machine so that way you could go inside it and try to beat the game yourself. If you don't complete it, you're gonna have to activate another card or do all the steps necessary to actually get to that point again and get inside of the machine. Personally, I believe both of these cards are very underwhelming and disappointing for a 4th DLC, but that's just my opinion. Everyone seems to be happy that Skull Hacker is coming into Infinite Warfare very soon. But moving our way back over to the new weapons that were added into Infinite Warfare today, I believe the Atlas puts the Augur, the Raw, and the Titan to shame. This is probably my favorite base variant weapon. Now, like I said, my only drawbacks or complaints about this weapon are the amount of ammunition that you have, considering it's a light machine gun, and its recoil. The recoil is like a huge complaint. It's a huge thing. Obviously, the recoil can be removed with dewdrops, which I highly recommend, and that's kind of another thing. Even with dewdrops, the weapon still kicks up like crazy, but the shots don't move. It visually obscures whatever you're firing at, but just know that if you know you're shooting at something, your shots will land without you having to interfere whatsoever. Now just some final notes on the Atlas. I don't really recommend bang bangs all that much. Like I said, ammunition is a little bit of a problem. If you pick up bang bangs, it seems to burn through the ammo a little bit more, and it seems to have such a high damage output. I don't really think bang bangs is all that necessary. The Atlas also makes quick work of the Brute Krog on Attack of the Radioactive Thing, and I'm genuinely happy with this weapon. I mean, the epics are a little disappointing, and the alternate firing mode, which are for some reason a smoke grenade noob tube, don't really do anything. But besides that, the weapon as itself, I'm genuinely happy with it. And if these were the last weapons brought into Infinite Warfare, you know, bravo to Infinity Ward. I'm 100% happy with both of these guns. A huge improvement from when the G-Rail and Stallion 44 were added to the game. Also, in case you guys haven't the chance to pack a punch the Atlas yet, its pack name is Brick, its double pack name is Boom Boom Boom. The Raijin EMX, on the other hand, seems to be a little lazy once they pack a punch on the names anyways. So non-packed, it's Raijin EMX. Packed once, it's Raijin EMX 2, and packed for the third time, it's Raijin EMX 3. But nonetheless, this gun still seems to pack a lot of damage. Much like the Atlas, the only real complaint is the amount of ammunition that it has. I was playing with these guns naked without any type of attachments, so who knows, once I start unlocking a little more attachments, ideally extended mags, I'm sure I wouldn't really have that much to complain about. But anyways, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Have you guys played with the Raijin or the Atlas yet inside of zombies? What do you guys think? How are they inside of multiplayer, by the way? I haven't checked them out myself. Are you guys excited for Call of Duty World War II's beta, set to release in 2 days? I'm genuinely curious. Let's talk in the comment section. If you guys aren't following me over on Twitter or Instagram, I strongly recommend you go ahead and do that, as I love talking to you guys. And not only that, I am always open to suggestions on anything you guys want to see brand new to the channel. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and stopping by. Like always, I really do appreciate all of the support. If you guys want to see all the patch notes for today's update for Infinite Warfare, that is down in the description as well. But until next time, guys, I'll see you all later.